Your eyes are open. The rest of you is not. It is 3:14 because the clock on the nightstand is the only thing your eyes can reach, and it has shown you that exact number more nights than you can hold in your head. Air sits on your chest like a flat palm pressing down. You breathe, but you have to decide to do it now, pulling each one through a throat that has gone narrow. Your jaw is set. Your fingers are stone. You count the ceiling cracks you already know by heart, because counting is the one thing in here that still belongs to you. At the foot of the bed, the shape is already standing. It does not move toward you. It never does. It stands at the exact distance it always stands, a little taller than a person should be when your head is flat on the pillow and you are looking up the length of your own body at it. You have looked at this face every night for 30 years, and it has never once looked away from you. So you do what you have trained yourself to do. You wiggle one toe. That is the trick, the small joint at the far end of the body, the place the lock loosens first. You wait for it. The toe moves. The throat opens. And the weight lifts off your chest all at once, the way water lets go of you when you stand up in a bath. The shape is gone. The room is just the room. You sit up. Your shirt is stuck to your back, cold where the sweat has already started to dry, and your hands are shaking in the way they shake for a few minutes after, never longer. You have read everything there is to read about this. Sleep paralysis, a glitch in the handoff between the body and the part of the brain that keeps the body still while you dream. Common, harmless. A figure at the edge of the room is in the textbooks, in the forums, in the drawings, strangers post at 4 in the morning. You know all of this. It has helped for 30 years. But lately, it has been different, and you can't make the textbooks cover the difference. You swing your feet onto the floor. There is grit under them. Fine, cold, the kind of grit that lives at the edge of a road, and it presses into the soft part of your heel before you've thought about why it would be there. You brush your foot clean against the rug. You tell yourself it's from your shoes. You live alone, 3 floors up, and you have never once walked a road in bare feet. The grit is there most mornings now. You stopped looking at it closely a while ago. The office runs on fluorescent light and the hum that comes with it, a sound you stopped hearing in your first week and only notice on the mornings you've slept badly. Your badge sticks in the reader the way it always does, so you swipe it twice and the door clicks. There is a new desk by the window. There is a new person at it. You see the back of a head first. Then the chair turns a few degrees, the way a chair turns when someone has heard the door and wants to know who came in. And the face that comes around with it is the face from the foot of your bed. You don't stop walking. You have spent 30 years learning not to react to this face, so your legs carry you to your own desk on the schedule they always keep, past the printer, past the dip in the carpet where the floor was patched and never quite leveled. Your feet know that dip. You step over it without looking down. You sit, you open your laptop. Your hands are steady, and you make a point of noticing that they are steady, because steady hands are the proof that you are awake. Pareidolia. Cho. That is the word you reach for. The brain that builds a man out of a coat on a chair will build a stranger out of 30 years of the same nightmare. You are tired. You have been tired since the difference started. A tired brain takes the nearest new face and hangs an old fear on it, and the fix is sleep, and a new hire is a coincidence shaped like a person. It is a clean explanation. You believe it for most of the morning. The morning is ordinary in the way that calms you down. The new hire keeps to the window desk. Someone walks them through the badge system and the coffee machine that only takes the cups from the second cupboard. They laugh at something. They have a voice, a normal one, a little quiet. They eat lunch from a container with a blue lid. By 2 o'clock, you have half forgotten the morning. You feel almost light. A figure in your sleep does not eat lunch from a blue container. A figure in your sleep does not exist in the part of the day where the lights are on. So you decide to be normal about it. You stand, and you walk over with a coffee for them, the way you would for anyone new, because that is what a steady person does. They look up as your shadow reaches the desk. The new hire flinches when you pass the desk, and you tell yourself it's because you're a stranger. It is not a small flinch. The coffee goes still in your hand. They have gone the color of the wall behind them, and the chair has rolled back an inch on its own because their whole body pushed away from you without deciding to. They look at the door, then they look at the floor. They do not look at you, the way you do not look at a thing you are praying will leave. You set the coffee down. You say something normal. You go back to your desk and you sit, and your hands are steady, and you make yourself notice that they are steady. You are good at this. You have spent a life solving a problem the textbooks couldn't, so you do what you've always done. You gather facts. You watch from your own desk, which is a long diagonal away, far enough that you are background to them. The new hire does not sit facing the door. They turn the chair so the window is at their back and the room is in front of them, and they look up every time anyone crosses the floor. They have not slept. You know the signs because you wear them yourself. The gray under the eyes, the way they hold a cup with both hands. There is a notebook. They draw in it when they think no one is near, fast and hard, the pen pressing through. Once, when they step away, you walk past it, casual. On the way to the printer, your feet already know the route to. The page is a shape at the foot of a bed, a little taller than a person should be. You don't slow down. You read it in the half second you have, and you keep moving, and you sit back at your desk with a steadiness you are now watching very closely. That is when the difference at night gets worse. You start waking somewhere other than the pillow. Standing, once, in the middle of the bedroom, the grit thick under both feet, and the window open when you are certain you closed it. The clock still says 3:14. Your throat is still narrow, your jaw still set, and the lock lets go of you while you are on your feet instead of on your back. You lose the drive to work twice that week. You don't remember the drive home, but you never do anymore. You decide to be methodical about the nights. You set your phone on the dresser, leaned against the wall, camera on the bed. You take a sleeping aid you've used before, nothing strong. You lie down at the angle the lens can see. You watch the small red light until it stops being a thing you are watching. In the morning, the phone is on the floor, screen down. The recording runs 40 minutes and ends. You watch yourself lie still in the gray light. At 3:14 by the clock in the corner of the frame, you sit up. You stand. You walk straight at the lens. Then the file ends, because that is when the phone went onto the floor. You watch it 4 times. You are walking toward the camera with your eyes open. You are not walking like a man who is asleep. So you stop sleeping at night. You take a sick day. You ask a friend to come by in the afternoon, and you sleep in the front room with the curtains open and the sun across the floor and another living person 20 feet away washing a cup, and it works. There is no weight. There is no shape. You sleep 3 clean hours in the daylight, and you wake up soft and slow and almost happy, and you lie there listening to your friend hum in the kitchen, and you think the word stress, and it fits like a key. It was the nights, it was the dark and the dose and the bad year. You will fix your sleep. You will move on. Then you sit up, and there is grit at the foot of the couch, fine, cold, the road kind. In the daylight, on the floor of a room you have not slept in once, with your shoes by the door and a friend in the kitchen who tracked in nothing. Your phone lights up on the cushion. One message, the new hire. You never gave them your number, and you never got theirs. It is 3 words. Please stop coming. And the morning resorts itself, the flinch, the chair that won't face the door, the drawing of the shape at the foot of a bed drawn by someone who has not slept, by someone who looks up every time a person crosses a floor, by someone who went the color of the wall the moment your shadow reached their desk. You have looked at this face every night for 30 years. You were never the one being visited. The face you knew, not the thing that came, the face of the person it came to. A little taller than a person should be. That is how you look from a pillow. The grit is theirs, the road is theirs. The 3:14 is the moment you arrive. You think of the nights that went different, closer, the standing, the open window. You called it the affliction getting worse. It was getting better. At reaching, you look at your hands, steady. You always check that they are steady, because steady hands have always been your proof that you are awake. You don't remember the drive home. You don't remember a home. You don't remember the kitchen, or the friend, or the name of the friend. The hum in the kitchen has stopped. You stand up slow. The room is wrong. Your feet no grit. This was never yours. You look at the foot of the couch where you have been lying. There is a shape of the cushions where a body pressed down. It is a little long, a little tall, the shape of how you must look to someone lying flat, praying for a toe to move. Somewhere a throat goes narrow. A jaw sets. A pair of eyes opens onto a ceiling and finds it cannot turn away. You feel the weight of yourself settle, patient, on time. You have looked at this face every night for 30 years. And tonight, the way it always does, it will not look away.